Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Johnson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Allen hit, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles. And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself.
In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've been terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson, left side to Lamb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Look, there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
The Bills at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On play action, Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jeffrey Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Johnson throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially. So he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Got it. Ready? Hey, smash Broncos!
Here's Hall again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's 2nd and 6. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Breece Hall
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Allen again. He's got his man quick. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And again, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bills 9.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Panther streak! Panther streak!
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Hall again.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bills 9. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Johnson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Allen will try again on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Give to Hall running right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Big Lion. Ready.
Back to throw. Johnson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of anxious seconds there. Probably felt like an eternity to him. That ball's tipped up into the end zone. And once it goes up there, you know it could be anybody's football at that point. Pretty lucky that one fell to the ground harmlessly.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, Bills 9. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Allen off the play fake. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Johnson. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bills 9. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Cowboys 38, Bills 15.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Deputy!
A give running right is Hall.
20, 5, and he will finally be taken out of bounds.
154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bills 15. Jack Fox set to kick
The
off.
kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
161 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready, break.
2nd and 9.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
On the counter, it's Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.